Hi everyone, so I'm going to do another example over here. I'm going to use the not operator. First I'm going to set up this function here. I'm going to import everything first. Then what I want to do, I'm going to set up an array of objects here. And make sure I have square brackets first for an array. And then curly brace, then ID. And I'm going to have some sort of value placed inside. And just to save some time, I'm going to copy and paste all this in here. So there'll be an ID and a value for all the items. And I'll set up the function here. And now I want to map through all of the items. And based on this item, I want to grab just the ID for each item. I'm going to grab the ID of the item, and I'm going to check to see to make sure it is not equal to the word grape. And if it is true and it's not, if it's not the word grape, then I'll display the item.value. Else, I will not display that item, which is grape. So I'm just using a ternary operator right here inside this map functionality. So I could organize it a little bit like this. I could put curly brace around here and then put it on the next line so it's easier to visualize. So right here, I'm just using the map functionality. I'm just putting whatever variable I want to use. Item, so it's going to grab one item at a time inside this array. And what it's saying is now I'm grabbing the ID, and based on the ID, I'm checking to see is it not equal to grape. So if it is not equal to grape, then it will display the item.value, which is whatever value and or symbol it is. But if it is false, because we have a ternary operator set up here, if it is false, it'll just give just an empty tag here, so nothing will show up on the screen. So let me save this and go to the browser for example 3. And let me just make sure I spelt it correctly here. Example 3.js, use state. This, I do not need a use state in here. All items, I'm calling all items dot map. Just gonna refresh the page here. Okay, it's not showing up, so there must be something missing here in the code. Let me see here. Okay, so it looks like it works now. So I have apple, orange, and pear. What I see is that grape is now missing from the list, and all I had to do was just put it all on one line to fix the error right here. For this ternary operator to work with this dot map functionality. So now you can see it does work. I could just fix that little bracket right there so it all kind of lines up nice. But you can see here now only apple, orange, and pear shows up, but the grape value does not show up at all because we used some sort of condition here in the code here that's saying as long as the item ID does not equal to grape, then we can actually display the item values.